Good morning.
Good
In
morning.
case you haven't heard, the pirates are invading here on Wednesday and Thursday. And if there will be a program that goes with the dinner theater, and that's the only way you're going to figure out who these scurvy people are, because they don't look like anybody who lives here. So I still have space available if somebody really wants to come. We'll be delighted to have you. We've got about 80 people coming both Wednesday and Thursday night. And important,
Yes.
the show starts at 5:30. I mean 5 o'clock. See, I got your attention. No, at 5 o'clock. And we are going to be checking in at the double doors there. You don't need to bring anything. We've got you on the list. I've sent you all a confirmation of where you're sitting. Just come in and we want to check you off. And we will have numbers on the table so you'll get to know. We will have valet parking. We've got everything. We've got food. We've got music, so you want to be there.
4:30.
4:30 check-in.
Yes.
5 o'clock show.
Write it down.
So that's 4:30 check-in and 5 p.m. show. What time do I show up with my money? 5 or 4:30?
You're at table 1.
Perfect, that works. Any other resident announcements? Yes, ma'am.
I don't know who has responsibility for this, but I'm really encouraging you, if you haven't gone out and bought some candy, buy some before 4 o'clock today so that we can use it for the residents and employees and whoever else comes. Just bring it, we'll take it. Thank you.
You're at the bottom of the page.
There is it at the very bottom.
Yep.
I haven't seen that.
We'll make sure. Absolutely. Any other resident, Madam President?
Anybody interested in running for the Railroad Board, you have until Thursday at 6 p.m. to get your application in. Thank you.
Where's the line form?
Speed desk.
Yeah, I hear we're beating down the doors to run for that. So, it's going to be really hard to make all those decisions and fill in those positions. Okay, any other resident announcements or updates? Okay, well, we'll get going. Let me not trip over this. We'll get going with some updates from leadership. So just a little bit, we wanted to share this. This was our Because We Care Halloween parade. They passed out their cards and visited our healthcare center. So look at all of our amazing residents. They're all dressed up and visiting our healthcare. So always love to see that. I know it brought lots and lots of joy to the residents and the team over there in our healthcare center. So thank you, Miss Willie, Von Seal, Judy, Janet, Marlene, Carol, Rosa, and Miss Graves for all the wonderful visits to the residents and their families and our team. So like Madam President just mentioned, we are just running out of space for all of the people interested in running for the board. Don't you want all that responsibility and feedback? Listen, feedback is a gift and every day is Christmas. So, we still have positions open if you're interested, and it will be going through the end of this month, and the voting will take place on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Little bit from IHS, just to remind you, they will be sending out a price sheet for 2025. The 1 hour minimum will remain, as they do understand not everyone needs multiple hours. So they did make sure to keep that. And then of course their goal is to continue to serve you. So they will be sending all that information to your boxes this time, sometime this week. So I don't have the exact day, but they will get that out to you. And that is from IHS. So just another reminder, this has come up a couple times now. Please make sure we are returning any borrowed wheelchairs, any borrowed walkers, any luggage carts that's rearing its ugly head again. Please make sure we're returning those after we're done using them. I know during the hurricane we had lots of people here, lots of people staying, lots of people using them. So I'm hopeful that this is going to get back on track, but please make sure all of those items, including any borrowed wheelchairs or walkers of any sort, that those are returned. Thank you for that. A little bit of updates from Evan. We are quickly approaching the holidays and of course are here to help. We of course do your standard home cleaning services, but we can do additional dusting and deep cleaning as well. So Evan has guaranteed best price available for carpet cleanings as low as $25. Deep cleaning services, if you're interested, again, his extension is 508. And then if you have a lot of those hard to reach areas, ceiling fans, maybe above cabinets, those certain areas that we can help with that as well. So please do reach out to Evan at extension 508. Just another reminder, this has come up a couple times, but our housekeepers are there to clean your homes, but not all your cat boxes and your dog number 2s. So please make sure, we do have a houseman, a sorrow, that does help with our carpet and our flooring and our common areas and our community. But the housekeeping team is not there to clean up after your pets. So please, that's come up quite a few times recently, so Evan just wanted to send out that reminder. Our team is here for you. We will help you, but we are there to clean your homes. So just another reminder, as I mentioned last week, just some upcoming vacations. We will still make sure you get your services. It just might be a different person based on their vacation time. But Martha will be returning November 4th. Myra is in a swing section. She will start her vacation November 7th. And Wanda will begin her vacation on the 18th. So again, we like to communicate. If they're not going to be here, we'll still keep services in place. However, it might change, and if it does, that is why. They need their rest and reprieve as well. So a reminder from Kelly from Resident Services, your health history form packets will be sent out in December. Those will be due by January, the end of January. These forms play a vital role in your wellness here at Regency. They provide information to the wellness team and our leadership to support your needs in the event of an emergency, a hospital stay, or rehabilitation needs. So Kelly and Carol work with our providers to ensure your health needs are met. They also coordinate with hospitals to ensure a successful discharge in the event you have to go to the hospital. The wellness team meets every Tuesday to discuss needs, transitions, potential barriers, changes in conditions, and services to support you. So again, that information will be coming out. If you have any additional questions, please do reach out to Kelly at 501 or Carol at 542. And again, this is just your health information. It is up to you. If you don't want to share it, that is your prerogative, but it does enable us to be able to better meet your needs in the event something happens, and we know what's going on with you and how to help you continue aging in place safely and successfully. So just a little bit from maintenance and plant ops. They've been very busy the last few weeks, still trying to get everything back up and fully functioning before all the storms. 219 completed work orders, 59 still open. 360 Fire and Flood is here on site, continuing to work on their moisture mapping and all of our areas. They are helping remove trees and debris. They are removing a lot of the damaged fence and addressing those. We are having an issue with the main board on the fire panel in the south. We are so sorry. I know it has been malfunctioning, and that is very alarming. We have ordered, no pun intended. So sorry. We have ordered that part. We'll be here by the end of the week. In the meantime, we do have team members walking and checking every 30 minutes to perform fire watch. So that again, of course, is in the south. It has been ordered. We were at least able to silence the panel at the desk so our poor receptionist could think straight. And so they came out from Piper Fire and are helping to get that back on track. I mentioned leadership. We changed our IT company from ACS to Software last week. So you probably saw numerous men, either from Software or 360. We have lots of people here the last few weeks helping to address all of these various entities. But we did complete that transition last week. Again, nothing much for residents, mostly for leadership, administration, and operations. And maintenance did replace 3 new AC units for new move-ins, unit turnover, that's UTO. Excuse me. So it was brought to our attention, it's my understanding that our batteries have a shelf life of 2 years independence, but it was brought to my attention that we had quite a few that were already down. So we are going to increase the cadence on how often we replace those. We of course will be getting all the brand new ones once we finally complete our transition to the new pendant system. In the meantime, we do want to get those batteries replaced for you. So we've put notes in all of the boxes. The north lobby will be Thursday, 10 and 11, and the south lobby on Friday, 10 and 11. So come down and let us get that taken care of for you. And as I mentioned, they were supposed to last 2 years. We did this right at about a year ago, so we'll just make sure to increase that frequency. However, we will be moving to the new ones, so we'll have a new plan for those once we get those in place. So just a reminder, after the hurricane, there's been lots of work orders for residents' personal electronics that either needed to be rebooted or replaced. It is important that you have those surge protectors because those can help your electronics. So it is just an FYI. It does seem to be they've gotten quite a few work orders about that, so we just wanted to remind you of that. So very, very busy week. Of course, Tuesday, today, we have the trick or treat for residents and staff. Myself and Kyle are judges, so pay us off with candy if you want to win. We'll start at 5 o'clock till 7 in the Breezeway. The Sylvan Abbey Ghost Tour was canceled. They still have quite a significant debris. They do not have Fire 360 on campus, so they are still trying to clean up the area, and it was posing too much of a risk for anyone going through there. So they have canceled on us, but we'll get that rescheduled at another time. The Halloween Pet Parade is tomorrow at 1:30 in the Breezeway. And then Wednesday, the Mystery Dinner, as mentioned, that sign up is required. 4:30 check-in and 5 p.m. show, and that's also Thursday, October 31st as well. We do still have the art class with Kim at 11 a.m. in the Arts and Craft Room, Thursday the 31st. And Ginger did make sure we have a bus for early voting. So Friday, November 1st, the bus ride for early voting is going to be at 10 a.m. to the Countryside Rec Center on Sable Springs Road, Clearwater, and they'll pick up in the north and south building. So again, just another reminder about our Halloween party for staff and residents. Please do sign up at the trip tables if you're interested. We will always take more candy. There will be Chick-fil-A served, and that's from 5 to 7, just something we're really doing to have fun with our team. And if you'd like to sponsor a table, just let us know. We will be having them assigned to residents, one for South and one for North. So we'll be out there today at 5 p.m. Just a little bit from the sales team. So on November 7th, we do have a Gift of Life Care event that is filling up quickly. If you are an ambassador, they did want you to mark your calendar, and you'll be hearing more from them. We have made a new one-bedroom Hamilton Deluxe model, and as we mentioned, we do have our new counselor, Valerie, that we are currently getting onboarded and trained in order to have a successful Q4 in 2025. So just a little bit from food and beverage. As you know, they've been very busy. I really enjoyed the anniversary dinner. I know that I heard great feedback about the theme dinner last night. I heard everyone looked amazing. I asked Ricky and everyone for those photos to share. So just a reminder that Wine Club is on the 12th. The Beer Club is on the 19th. The Pasta Night the 13th. And the Food and Wine Pairing on the 21st. And Ricky says to look out for flyers at the host desk for November Breezeway events. So, no, it was mentioned a couple times, the weather's getting really nice. We'd like to use our amenities, I agree. We have paid a lot of money for our pizza oven and our fire pits and our gastropub al fresco, so we are going to make sure we focus on our dining and our activities to revolve around the amenities of our community. So keep a lookout. Ricky is going to do some things out there, food and beverage team, so we can be enjoying all the lovely aspects of our community. So thank you for that feedback, and we'll make sure that we get that taken care of for you. And then just a little bit from me. I think I've got 1, 2, 4 slides. Nothing much going on. North Elevator, nothing much going on. Parts are obsolete. It is 6 years past obsolete. It is old. It needs to be replaced at some point. We are working on that. It does take significant capital funds, so it is not for lack of efforts, and it's not for we don't have the money. It's nothing like that. It's just making sure we follow that process with CapEx. In the meantime, we have ordered the board. We are just waiting for an ETA on it. It is the major piece to it. So obviously it would have been great for it to just work until I was able to buy a brand new one, but that was not our luck. So we are getting that part replaced in hopes of getting a new one very soon when our CapEx is approved. Right around January is when ownership approves that. So as I mentioned, 360 Fire and Flood is on site. They have begun restoration remediation. They are all over the community. I saw about 30 of their guys on Monday. They are helping with the trees, the debris, the leaks, many aspects of remediation for the community. So they've made good progress in the amount of time. So we just ask for your patience and understanding while we work through.
Red tape.
I got it.
Okay.
Got it. So I know that they have to come out to some of your homes to leave equipment. Everybody's home's a little different. Everybody's issue is a little different, but they did say it's about 3 to 5 days of needing to have that equipment in there. I will try to get more of a concrete answer, but it is about 3 to 5 days for some of that equipment. That's just par for the course in remediation to some of these issues. So they are addressing the at-risk trees. I know those trees out there have a disease that they've had for some time now. Some have fallen, so they are picking up those large debris, those that have fallen, and kind of addressing all of the at-risk trees that are here on campus. As I mentioned, the fire panel is being replaced. It has been an issue. They were here to address, I know they were here until about 2 in the morning last night to try to make sure that that was not going to further bother you anymore. So we are working on that, and we should have that resolved within the next couple of days. As I mentioned, we did complete our IT provider change. Senior Safety is our new pendant company. They will actually be out next week with their head engineers from our care so we can finalize and work out some of the kinks in the new system. So they will be out with the actual software provider, ArtCare, their head engineers, and Senior Safety to get everything once and for all worked out and completed. As I did mention last week, we are working on some renovations in our assisted living suites. We are working on new furniture and renovations in our skilled nursing suites. And I did want to make sure that if they have been in your home, Fire 360, please do not move those red tags. They need that information for the work that they're doing. I have some in my office. They have put those there and put notes on them. I don't know what those notes mean, but they do. And they need that information. So please don't remove those. We do need to get these areas taken care of for you. That's our goal. So please help us and keep those where they are. That way they have the information they need for their very large project here. And as I have mentioned, we are going to be starting the carpet in the north building. We have, of course, already started our holidays, so lots of activities for residents, staff, assisted living, skilled nursing, independent living, sales team, director team, all of the parties for the next few months. So we've all started planning all of those events and look forward to having a really good time. I know I mentioned that we are beginning open enrollment for all of our associates, so that is helping them get all of their benefits lined out. So HR will be hyper-focused on that over the next coming weeks. And we are focused on finishing all of our annual reviews for all of our associates. I know I did mention this last week as well, but we are hosting a risk management meeting here on the 6th from 9 to 1. And my boss, Sherry Robinson, will be out again next Tuesday. She'll attend Tuesday Talk on the 5th, so she'll be here if you'd like to meet with her or cover anything with her. We will have forum that following Tuesday, the 12th. So we'll make sure to have all of that. That is when all of the directors meet with you all and basically give a quarterly report on their department. And I know that we had an issue with the south elevator. That tech is coming out today, so I am waiting on more information about that. So more information to come. Hopefully they're able to get that resolved. So as I mentioned, HR is preparing for our annual enrollment. That will start on the 4th and go to about the 15th. Obviously, benefits and what we do for our team is really important. So this is a very arduous process, but important for our team members. So we'll be starting that as well. Okay. Well, that's all. I feel like I just talked and talked and talked, but any questions or anything? Yes, Miss Rosa, I saw your hand.
If we're not here for the change of the battery on Thursday, can we come to the South Building on Friday?
Yeah, that should be fine.
That's it.
The question was, if they're not here for the change in the battery for their pertinent building, can they come the other day? And yes, that should be fine, not a problem. Any other questions?
I'm just curious, do we in our fire plan have anything that we send out as an all clear when there's no problem?
Typically, Betsy will do a one call when and able. We usually do.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I called the desk last night, but you don't understand. She said, we got it, we're working on it.
Yeah.
But I just wondered if there was something in the system where we know when it's all clear.
So again, it's usually we'll send out a one call and we'll let you know.
Okay.
Yes.
The other question I had is with respect to your meetings. Is the risk management meeting a closed meeting?
Yes, so it's actually over healthcare documentation and it's for the region.
Okay.
Yes, it is for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's about healthcare documentation and the healthcare setting and the risks, and et cetera. And it is by our LCS attorney and some of the executive directors and healthcare team.
I had a question about testing for asbestos. I've been hearing about that, drilling holes in the ceiling of some apartments.
What's the question?
Drilling holes in the top of the apartment ceiling to check for asbestos.
I don't know anything about that. I can follow up. Yeah, I don't know about that.
That old that it should have any asbestos in it?
Yeah,
It shouldn't have.
yeah.
That's the 360 fire and flood, when they're going in and pulling samples of the materials that is wet for moisture. They're doing a panel test as to what the materials are. So it's not that they're testing specifically for asbestos, it's just part of the panel.
They said they weren't for asbestos.
Any other questions? Yes.
Lindsay, I came in late, so maybe this was already discussed, but what's the update on the paving?
So Darwin was working out getting the date because we did have to push that back based on all of the other projects now after the hurricane. Obviously, we want to get these leaks taken care of. They're our top priorities. So Darwin is working with them on the date. It was going to be closer to December.
Okay. thank
So
you.
he'll give a report in his maintenance and grounds meeting on the date.
Two things. I tried to get in here for a doctor's appointment yesterday, and neither door operated right, and another gentleman was before me, and he had the same problem. And then Kelly went with us to exit, and then they operated, so they do sometimes, and sometimes they don't. And are we replacing the trees, so we'll always have trees?
So they are addressing the trees that have died. They are removing a lot of those debris, and they are addressing at-risk trees. And we'll go ahead and take a look at those doors.
Hi. I just wanted to thank every single one of you for your compassion and your generosity and your support of the staff that has been demonstrated by the collection we just walked out of. It's just so wonderful to see everybody stepping up. It's not the amount so much, it's the number of checks that we received. That was so significant to us. And thank you. Keep them coming.
Thank you.
Concerning the main elevator in the north, it is an important elevator for many reasons, because of marketing, emergency services, because that's right there in the front. Also, it's the one on the generator. Would it be a good question to ask, can we cannibalize one of the wing elevators for the parts?
I don't believe so. I believe they are our custom parts for each elevator, so I imagine if that was possible, that we would have tried that, but I don't believe so. The good thing is in the north that there is an elevator in every wing versus the south where there's not.
Except in the south sometimes.
Yeah, no, unfortunately we can't. A lot of the issues are, they have to be custom parts, so I know it. We'll continue to work on that.
Hi, I'm in the north building on the 4th floor, and it's the Savannah wing, and our elevator was down twice this week. And I talked to Defense of Darwin, but anyway, they did get it fixed, but is there a problem with the side elevators as ours was down twice this week?
No, we're not quite sure why. We actually tested it many times and it is functioning, so it is working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because somebody
And
told me to take a flashlight with you get in that elevator, just in case.
Oh dear. No, it was tested and it is working.
And thank you for the great job you did and Betsy. It was incredible. We
Oh,
really, really, all of us appreciate it.
Of course. That's why we're here.
I understand that Wanda and the housekeepers are doing a program this afternoon at 3 in here. Signs are in the elevator about tango. but that's gonna be a Wanda production, so. If it,
I don't know about that.
It's a pop-up. Jim and Lee on my floor on the 4th floor, they have friends coming from Argentina. As a volunteer, they're doing a tango at 3 o'clock. It'll be pretty short and sweet, but they just want you to see how exciting it is to see. I mean, I hope many of you will come. You know, they're doing it as a favor to Jim and Lee, who are on the 4th floor, because they're friends of theirs from Argentina.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Any other questions? Okay, well, have a happy Tuesday. Thank you all for coming. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.